Hey folks, welcome to About 12 Acres. Today, we finally finished this culvert. Let's take a step back and see the steps that I took to get here. So when we first started this culvert, we had this big piece of pipe, the culvert itself, put in place a couple years back, but everything else was stock. What I mean by that is just clay, brambles and bushes with nothing stopping this little creek and its mighty flow from eating away the sides. That being said, I dug in these posts into the ground. I took those from a chain link fence that we took down and recycled them into this. When you're homesteading, you want to get as much free material as you can get. So I took these posts, put them in the ground. Chain link fence is no more, but we have some nice solid anchors for this riprap and other pieces of rock in place. We're gonna be moving some big trucks through here, so this area needs to be stable, secure for that back and forth traffic to not push away the dirt into the creek itself. I moved them from the top of the hill, or the top of the driveway, down here with my trusty workhorse of the Summit TX25. You know, weirdly enough, I'm kind of excited now for the next rain to see how this behaves, what needs to be improved, what needs to be changed. It's a work in progress, it always is. This never really stops. The water keeps flowing, the work keeps coming. I still had to lock each one into place individually, and that was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like a puzzle, and you just kind of see where each rock needs to go and needs to fit, and you want to get them as snug as possible when you're putting them in there. All right, so I have this French drain. It's got some sort of foam inside of the sock, and it's just a piece of pipe that goes through there. So I'm not gonna dig it into place quite yet, but this is kind of where I wanted to drain into. The water's gonna come in on that side, pass through here, and we're gonna cover all this with riprap. So for the French drain itself, what I did was put some riprap around it, put some of the smaller pieces as well, and then layered some crusher run on top. That allows the crusher run to seep into there, kind of lock pieces into place, and when the water comes, it'll still flow through the rocks, slow it down, and move away the embankment and the culvert itself. So as you're seeing, I've put each one of these rocks into place by hand. What I wanted to do was slow the flow of water down as much as possible. So what I did was I built this little section that I'm standing on kind of as a dam, but all it is just some pieces of small granite that the water does go through and it comes out the other end. So the creek does not stop flowing, but it slows it down just enough to avoid this area from getting too much runoff and from the silt getting eaten away. I also have a little pond now in the front, not a pond, more of like a deeper puddle. And I found some salamander babies in there, which is kind of cool. See what other creepy crawlies we can get in here. I really want this land to be as natural as possible. I want to have everything that's already been living here to live here alongside us with us as well. And you're probably wondering what we're going to do with these ugly posts sticking out of the ground. Well, over time, I'm gonna keep trying to hammer them in, see if they go any further than when we originally got them. The section next to me here, all these bushes, I'm gonna keep cutting these down. And what I'm gonna try to do is put some big boulders in here and create some sort of moss garden down the line. It's gonna be a long-term project, but that's the idea. This is kind of the curve that we take around and has the big house reveal when the house is gonna be up there one day. Hey folks, thanks for watching this video. This culvert's not quite done, but it's a slow work in progress. For now, it's good to go. The erosion, I think, is gonna be under control. Now we just gotta wait till the next time it rains, ironically enough. Man, I am beat. This was a lot of work manually moving each one of those pieces of riprap into place, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. I'll catch you on the next one.